Hey ladies and a few brave gentlemen, I'm Desiree Wolfe. I'm going to be talking with you today on how to create an authentic online presence so you can be a business rock star. So what does that even mean? Well, I'm going to show you how you can unleash your personality to gain more likes, followers, and grow your email list. If you're tired of getting lost in this noisy online world, you want to start standing out. And you are in the right place if that's what you're looking for. Today, I'm going to teach you the number one thing you need to stop doing on Facebook right now. I'm going to talk to you about what being authentic really means when it comes to growing your business online. And I'm going to show you why it's a good thing when somebody doesn't like you. I'm also going to show you 3 really easy to use tools that are going to help you have a better presence on social media and save you a ton of time. Now, you might be wondering who I am and why am I qualified to even teach you all of this marketing stuff? Well, I am the event and marketing manager for a very large real estate investment firm where we train business owners how to protect their businesses and grow their money. I'm also a trainer where I teach women in network marketing, direct sales, and small business how to tap into the possibilities that they can have within their business and unleash their inner badass. I have been known to highlight my crazy life as a mom and an entrepreneur, showing mompreneurs and wannabe business owners that it is possible to have a business and still run your life. I'm here to help you gain more followers, grow your email list, and set yourself apart from all the competition and all the noise that is out there in the online world. For many years, I've studied the psychology of marketing and how people are affected when they are ready to buy. And I'm going to tell you something. It's all about timing and connection. You grow your Facebook likes by providing a place where people feel you are talking to them. You're talking about their needs. You're talking about what they're going through in life. The timing comes when they are ready to buy. It's your job to build that relationship and that connection so when the time is right, they want to buy from you. See how that works? Pretty easy. So how do you stand out online? Well, you don't need bright pink hair. You don't need a potty mouth. You don't have to have one of those really outgoing personalities. You don't have to have a crazy life. But you do need to tap into your authentic self. You need to let your personality shine. That means being okay with who you are and being okay that not everybody is going to resonate with you. I'm here to help you discover who that authentic self is, who's been hiding inside, and how you can release that person and express who you are in this online world where it feels like everybody's hiding behind their computer screens. So let's get started. I'm going to do a screen share and walk you through some of the important points of this training. So grab yourself a glass of wine, a cup of coffee, or whatever your favorite beverage is. You're going to want a notepad and a pen because I'm going to walk you through some very actionable steps that can help you get started today. And I suggest turning off your phone and logging off Facebook, for those pesky notifications are going to distract you. And this is super important stuff that I want you to be paying attention to. Okay, in this training, you are going to get the foundational principles for tapping into your unique self so you can grow your online followers, your likes, get repeat tweets, and ultimately you want to be growing your email list. First, I want you to have a good understanding of what exactly is branding, because that's really what all of this is about. It's about branding yourself so people can have a greater connection with you. Well, branding is much more than a logo, though. Many people think branding and they think colors, they think the Nike logo, or they think Coca-Cola. Branding is about having a strategic plan that gets you noticed and makes you memorable. This is what having a brand is all about. When you create your own brand, you're sharing a personal message and you're sharing your personality with your audience, which is extremely important when you are a small business owner or you are even a solopreneur who is building a business that is all about what you can offer. What are some methods that you can convey your personality through your brand? Well, think about how you're sharing online. This might include social media graphics. You want to be sure you're using the same colors, give off similar feelings, and have an overall cohesive look. You want compelling copy. That's words that are not only selling, but are creating a connection. You want people to be enticed. They want to be intrigued about what you're writing and what you're sharing. You don't want to have that slimy sales feeling where you're constantly saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Add some theme music to your videos. Maybe you have a fun theme song or you want to have one created for you. This is a great way to help people get a little look into who you are. Have a theme song or theme music when you're creating your videos. You want to have a blog. This is super important. This is your own space. I like to think of your blog as sort of like your online corporate headquarters. This is where you want to be driving everybody to. So be thinking about a blog that you post regularly to. Have expert tips that you can share. This is great for really getting noticed on Facebook. You want to share your own expert tips that you've created. Be the authority, and we're going to be talking about that through this entire training. Share stories that go beyond the sales pitch or the testimonial. Yes, testimonials are great. They're a great attribute to having stories that you share online, but I want you to go beyond that. Give people an insight to who you are and what your life is. Share stories around your product, share stories around your services, but don't just go into this is so amazing because you have to buy it, buy my stuff. Tell us an experience that you've had that may have included your product, your company, one of your clients. Make it in a way that's narrative instead of throwing it in their face. So I want you to stop right now and think about which methods are you currently using, or which sound like there's something that you could incorporate into your overall brand plan to help you be more authentic online. So take an inventory, make a list of things that you're already doing, make a list of things that you would like to be doing. Then we're going to look at actually getting started. Sure, this whole branding thing sounds pretty cool, but how do you know what your brand even is? How do you know what this voice is that I'm talking to you about? You can stand out online all you want, but if you don't know what you're about, then it's hard. It's hard to get started. So here are some tips to help you get started. Number one, I want you to start with an inventory of your strengths. Number two, you have to know your customers. Know who your audience is. Who do you want to be connecting with? Number three, be the brand. You are the brand of your business, and we're going to talk about what that means. Okay, so step one, start with an inventory of your strengths. What are you naturally good at? What do you naturally love to do? What skills have you developed over the years? You know, your strengths don't necessarily have to be something that you've done all your life. It doesn't have to be something that you were born to do. Your strengths could also be something that you've developed and you've honed in on over the years. How can you use these skills when it comes to your business? I want you to be thinking about how what you do naturally comes into play with what you're doing with your audience. Once you've recognized all of these strengths, you can start to appreciate what you're really good at, and that can play with your audience. Use your skills to your advantage. Here's a secret. There might be two business coaches in your niche, but one of you might be really good at putting strategies together while the other coach is really passionate about mindset. Your skills and strengths are going to help you stand apart from the other person, even though what you do is really similar. There are no two exact business owners out there, and this is where you get to start having fun with your business because you get to stand out by being you and tapping into your strengths. Step two is knowing your customers. And I have a big, giant news flash. Not everybody is going to want to do business with you. Shocking, I know, but it's okay. And in fact, you don't want to try and work with everybody. There's an old phrase that says, when you try to market to everyone, you market to no one. Don't have such a vanilla message that no one is attracted to actually doing business with you. No, you don't need to have bright pink hair. You don't need to have a potty mouth and curse to stand out, but know who you want to be to your audience. Know who's already buying from you and learn why they keep buying from you. If you want to create a brand that connects with more customers, you have to know who you're serving, you have to know why you're serving them, and you have to know how you're connecting with them already. So a good thing to do is survey your audience. Talk to the people who have already purchased from you and ask them questions. What was it about me that made you want to connect with me? What was it about my services that really stood out to you? So know your customers. Step 3 is be your brand. We're going to talk about big names here. We're talking Oprah, we're talking Ellen, Sir Richard Branson, Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga. What do all of these people have in common? It's not that they're a celebrity, but they became their own brand. When I said Oprah, you didn't think, oh, she's that one lady who did a talk show a few years ago. You thought the big brand. She has a TV show. She has made a name for herself. She's a household name. Everybody knows who she is. When I said Sir Richard Branson, you didn't have to stop and try and remember, oh, what's that guy famous for? What does he do? He has built an entire lifestyle image beyond his brand. He has let people into his world, and he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff and really gets his audience knowing who he is. You just know who these people are, and not because they're successful business owners, but because they have created a brand that's all about themselves. They have let their audience see their authentic side. As a small business owner, you get to do the same thing. And it doesn't matter if you're a one-woman show. And in fact, this is the time that you can start making a name for yourself. Think of yourself as the face of your brand. You are the new cover girl for your business. How freaking awesome is that, right? You get to be the face. But it's not just about being the face or looking like a business owner. You have to act like one too. And if you want to be taken seriously, you need to be a leader. And that means leading with authority. Now, sometimes that might sound like you have to know everything. And that's where a lot of women in business get scared. They don't have the confidence in what they do, even though they know a lot. And I was given a piece of business advice many years ago. You may not know everything, but there are people out there that you know more than. So while you don't have all of the answers, there are people who are steps behind you that are looking for a leader like you in your industry to follow. So I want you to think about it this way. Walk into an electronics store and you ask the salesperson, which TV is the best deal for watching movies? The associate has this deer in the headlights look, like, oh my gosh, you just asked a question that they have no clue how to answer. They start looking around as if they are looking for help. They get this desperate look on their face. Ask yourself if that is someone you would feel confident in taking advice from. Probably not. Now picture this next scenario. You walk into that same electronics store, you ask the same question, hey, what's the best TV for watching movies? The sales associate walks you over to the TVs and say, well, let's take a look at these, and starts asking you questions. Now, they don't have all of the answers, but they have the confidence that they can help you find what you need. Being an authority might feel like a struggle, especially if you're just getting started. And that's okay. Take some time, do some research. Don't be afraid to ask a lot of questions. There's a ton of training out there. The internet is full of amazing resources. Don't be afraid to Google and learn enough to sound like the authority. Just be sure you're honest and do any necessary fact checking. Don't go around just sharing all kinds of facts. Make sure it's relevant to what you're sharing and relevant to your audience. You can share your knowledge through Facebook posts, blogs, articles, videos, trainings just like this one, host a webinar. The key is to provide valuable content for your audience, not just a product or opportunity to buy from you. Branding yourself as an authority is all about getting other individuals to realize something about you that you already recognize. The number one thing you need to stop doing on Facebook right now when it comes to being an authority online is always sharing other people's content. You know what this is doing? This is making them look like the authority. If you want to look like you know what you're doing, you need to create your own content, not just curating other people's stuff. So right now, I want you to write down, how are you showing others that you're the authority in your business? Or Take a minute and think about the ways you would like to show up as an authority. Maybe video isn't your thing. Maybe you're really good at writing. So you need to be tapping into things like blog posts or Facebook posts that are in depth. Be thinking about different ways that you can use your strengths to lead with authority. Okay, part 4 of being an online rock star. You can't be afraid to sell online. I know, sounds weird. I've been talking about up to this whole point about being authentic and not selling. But when it comes down to it, selling is how we make our money. So I want you to use this branding idea to get attention and build relationships. That's the most important part of growing online. But we have to remember we are running a business. We need to make money, and that means selling. This means you're going to need a few pieces of technology to help you set up online selling systems. You're going to need your own website. This is your headquarters. This is where your blog might live. This is where people come to you to find out more information. You need an email marketing service that has an autoresponder because you're going to be getting so many inquiries you can't keep up. So you need something that can send out a piece of information immediately without people having to wait. You need at least one professional headshot. Go to Sears, go to JCPenney's, get something done. Selfies are great for marketing. They're great for connecting with people on the fly, but you also need to have at least one professional headshot. This is going to step up your game when it comes to looking like an authority online. And then you need a payment processor like PayPal or Stripe. This is how you're going to take payments, because if you're selling online, you have got to have a way to take money. People don't want to wait. If you make people wait from the time that they want to buy to the time that you take their money, they're going to go somewhere else or they're going to change their mind. And that's the last thing we want to be doing. Create a system that works for you. Have a sign-up form with an autoresponder. Not only does this save you time and money, it's going to make you look like a real authority. So what are 3 tools that can help you automate to make you look like an online badass? These are 3 of my favorite tools. SynchShare is for planning, scheduling, Facebook and Twitter posts, as well as helping you create unique graphics. I love SynchShare because it is the only social sharing tool that integrates with Canva. And if you're not familiar with Canva, that's a bonus tool. It is an amazing free software, online software that helps you create graphics. They have a ton of templates and downloadable stuff that you can use to create your own graphics within minutes, even seconds. And SynchShare is the only social scheduler that integrates directly with Canva. You can create your Canva images right inside of SynchShare and post from there. ActiveCampaign is one of my other favorite tools. This is an email marketing service, and it's a powerful CRM tool. So it's going to help you track your leads, your sales. This is where you create and send your email campaigns. And my favorite part is it's super freaking affordable. I think it's like starts at less than $50 a month. So you don't need big fancy system. You don't need something that's hundreds of dollars a month when you're getting started. And in fact, I know some really big names that are no longer using the integral marketing systems that people have been using for so long. Those are going away. People want quick and easy and affordable. And that's what I love about ActiveCampaign. Acuity, this is an online appointment scheduler, but it's a lot more powerful than the free basic tools. I love Acuity because you can create intake forms. So when somebody signs up for a session with you, Acuity pops up a questionnaire right there on the screen, and it saves it into the appointment. That way you don't have to wait and send anybody some questions before your coaching sessions. And it integrates autoresponders right there within the form. Acuity also allows you to use the site as your shopping cart. It connects directly to PayPal, so you can accept appointments right through the scheduler. So somebody goes to your calendar, they select the appointment type they want, they select the appointment time, and then they pay for it right there. And then the intake form pops up right there, and it's all saved within the appointment. So you go to your Google Calendar if you have it synced, and their details are all right there waiting for you. It's important that you start thinking about automation in your business because this is going to save you time. Think about if you do not have any automation set up right now, what is your process? Somebody has to go to your website, they have to contact you, they have to wait for you to reply, you have to manually send everything. It's time consuming. I want you to get to the point where you're thinking about your future. You want to be so busy that your business is halfway completely automated. That's a great terminology, right? Halfway completely automated. You want to automate as much of your business that you can so you can do the things that you love, like coaching and sharing and writing new content and building relationships with people. Let the technology side of it handle all of the other stuff that you need to continue that relationship. Okay, part 5. There has been a lot of discussion on how coaches and business owners should be branding themselves. So this is where we're going to pull it all together. This is where you create your clear message. The basics of branding are to draw the picture you wish to portray and the message you want to drive home with your audience. The purpose of a brand is to create something that is going to stick out in the minds of the individuals that see your stuff. You want to help them remember, what exactly are you all about? What kinds of services are you providing? What is your core message? That's what the purpose of branding is. The biggest and most difficult decision you will have is deciding how you want to draw that picture. Deciding what your message is and what you want to share with others. In the world of online marketing, letting your personality shine and maintaining your individuality will go far when it comes to branding your business. You'll be a lot happier with the long run effects of your internet marketing if you don't attempt to be somebody that you're not. The key is to be yourself. So get really clear on what your message is. Know what your customers want and what they need from you, and create content that highlights you as the authority. These are the key points to pulling your entire brand together. There is no magic formula that I can give you for these 3 steps. You have to go through the motions. You have to make the decision on what your message is. And you have to decide what kind of customers you want to attract. Don't worry about who isn't going to like you. I want you to worry about who is it that you want to connect with. And part of that is knowing what your customers want and what they need. Creating content is often a struggle, but I want you to stop and think about what is it that you want to be sharing with people and how do you want to be doing that? It's going to be different for everybody. You might choose to do video. You might choose to write. You might choose to have a podcast where people can listen to you talk. You might want to have an interview series where you invite others to highlight their expertise that helps build onto your brand. So be thinking about how you want to create that content and how you can be highlighting your authority. If you've been struggling with branding, I'm offering a free gift for participating in this training, and it's the Personal Branding Guide and Workbook. It has a ton of prompts in there to help you tap into who you are and how you can share your message in the world, and that's a free download by clicking the button on this page. I'm going to end this training with you with one final question that I really want you to think about, and that question is, who do you want people to remember you as? What is that message that you want to be sharing? What is the cover girl look that you want to be bringing into your brand? That is how you are going to stand out online and be the authority in a noisy online world. Thank you so much. For more information, you can join me over at www.desireewolfe.com.